Hello, good morning. If this is your morning, good afternoon. If it's your evening or good night, if this is your night. In Igbo, we say ụtụtụ ọma. If this is your afternoon or good evening for morning, ehihie ọma for afternoon, mgbede ọma for evening, abalị ọma for night. I don't know where you reside or where you're hearing me from now, but this is the Igbo language training and teaching and learning time. Ihe a bụ oge ndị Igbo. Abụ m Maazị Okafor. I am Maazị Okafor, onye nkuzi Igbo. So members of this channel are supposed to be here by now. We are beginning this class by 2 p.m. Nigerian time. So wherever you are and you're a member of this channel, do well to join us now. And if you are peradventure listening to this teaching, a replay that is uploaded into our homepage, you do well to join our channel membership, which will qualify you to join our live class every Saturday by 2 p.m. So you want to join, just look at the black join button below this particular window. Below here, you will see a black round join button. Hit that join button, do the needful, and become a member of the channel. By doing so, you stand to gain two things: free live class every Saturday by 2 p.m. Nigerian time. But not only that, you also qualify to get free ebook every month or every quarter that comes with text, pictures, downloadable audio, which you can have and download them to your own computer or phone and use them forever. So you stand to gain more. You also have advantage of getting a direct if you want me to give you a personal assistant. So why not join our membership now? You have a lot to gain and nothing to lose by joining our channel membership. So do that today and you'll be glad you did. Anyị ga-ebido na oge adịghị anya dịka anyị na-amalite nkụzi nke taa. Anyị na-atụ anya na ndị otu anyị ga-abata na klaasị ugbu a ka anyị wee malite ihe ọmụmụ nke taa. We're expecting our members to come in as soon as possible so we can start our lesson for today. I'm waiting for them, expecting them to come in. Of course, if you are watching a replay, do know that there are people who paid for this class, so you have to be patient while they join us so we can begin the class. We can start in their absence. So just a little, 1 or 2 minutes, they will come in and then we begin the class fully. So if you are watching a replay, kindly be patient. Nwere ndidi. Nwere ndidi. Be patient while we begin any moment from now. So I'm expecting them to come in, waiting for them to come in now. Biko ana m eche unu o, ịmara na ị bụ onye otu anyị na klaasị Igbo ka anyị na-akpọ ezinụlọ Igbo, Igbo family. Biko bata na klaasị ugbu a ka anyị malite ihe ọmụmụ nke taa. If you're a member of this family, the Igbo family, channel member, which is codenamed the Igbo family, do well to join us now so that we can begin cover as much as we can today. Waiting for you. I'm in class. I'm waiting. Where are you? Join up now. Ndị kwesịrị nọ na klaasị anyị olee ebe unu nọ bịa na klaasị ka anyị malite. And if you are seeing me right now, hearing me per adventure, and you want to be a member, you want to join this class, the only thing to do immediately is to hit the round black join button below this video. Just hit it now. It will take you to a window where you do your registration as a member immediately right now. So when you do that, you can now gain access to this class fully to participate. So you want to be part of this class, hit the join button below me here and begin to, enjoy whatever we are doing here now. So do that now to join this class. And if you have joined already, just drop a greetings in the chat. Say ndewo, no to us. Just greet us. Daalunu, say something in the chat so we can know you are in the class and can begin with you while we are expecting others to join. Okay, Ken Lawrence is in the class. Ken Dewo, Keki Mere, Mazi Ken. Okay, Ken is the first to hit the class today. Okay, Ken is the first to hit the class today. Mazi Ken. Kedu. So I just return your greetings to you. I hope others will come in as quick as Ken did, so we don't need to waste time waiting. So let me begin with Ken because we need to fill this gap because of those who are watching replay. We don't need to keep them waiting. So Ken will begin conversation with you. Mụ na gị ga-ebido ịkparịta ụka obere obere. We use that personal conversation while we wait for others. So I will be asking you questions. I will be expecting you to respond accordingly. Ka anyị gaa n'ihu. Kee maka ezinụlọ gị, Maazị Ken. Kee maka ezinụlọ gị. Kee maka ezinụlọ gị. Mhm. Waiting for your response. Kee maka ezinụlọ gị. Mhm. Okay, ha dị mma. Ekele dịrị Chineke. Okay. Sherry Mango is also in here now. Ndewo, Nwada Sherry Mango. So ibi. Okay, Ken ọlụkwan. Ọrụ ọ na-agakwa? Ọrụ gị ọ na-agakwa? Yes. Let me greet Shoibi. Okay. No, Nwada Shoibi. Okay. Ọ na-aga ọfụma. Ekele dịrị Chineke. Okay. Shoibi, let me extend greeting to Shoibi. Okay. Ọrụ ọrụ m dị mma. Oh, excellent, excellent. Okay, Shoibi, no. Okay. Shoibi kee maka UK. UK ọ dịkwa mma o. Ama m na Ken nọ na Nigeria. Ken is in Nigeria. I hope I'm right. I remember. Shoibi, you're in UK. Kee maka UK ọ dịkwa mma. Waiting for Shoibi's response. Okay. UK dị mma. Hallelujah. Ekele dịrị Chineke. Ọ dị mma. Ka anyị gaa n'ihu n'ihe ọmụmụ nke taa. Shoibi, uh, ị gụchago akwụkwọ ka ị ka nọ na ụlọ akwụkwọ? Shoibi, ị gụchago akwụkwọ? Let me not make it too long. Ị gụchago akwụkwọ? Let me leave it at that level. Shoibi, ị gụchago akwụkwọ? I asked Shoibi a question. Asị m, Nwada Shoibi, ị gụchago akwụkwọ? Oh, that's an excellent answer. Ama m na Ken mechara youth service. Am I right? Ken, ọ bụ eziokwu ị mechara youth service? Ọ bụ eziokwu? Ana m agwa Ken ugbu a, Ken Lawrence. Ị ka na-eme youth service ka ọ gịnị ka ị na-eme, Ken? Gịnị ka ị na-eme ugbu a, Ken? Ị ka na-eme youth service? Hmm? Maazị Ken, ị ka na-eme youth service ka ọ? Okay. M ka na-eme service. Oh, ị ka na-eme service. Good, that's good. Ọ dị ka isi na ị nọ na North. Ken, ọ dị ka isi na ị nọ na Ugwu Awụsa. Ọ bụ eziokwu? Chetara m ya. Ị nọ n'Ugwu Awụsa na-eme service. Ee, anọ m na Zaria. Chetara m nnọọ. Ị gwara m na ị nọ n'Ugwu Awụsa before. That's great. Ọ dị mma. So, Nwada Shoibi, gịnị ka ị na-eme ugbu a? Ị sị na ị gụchago akwụkwọ. Gịnị ka ị na-eme ugbu a? Ị na-arụ ọrụ? Shoibi, ị na-arụ ọrụ ugbu a? Nwada Shoibi, asị m ị na-arụ ọrụ ugbu a? Ana m eche gị o, Nwada Shoibi. Asị m ị na-arụ ọrụ ugbu a? Achọrọ m ịgụ akwụkwọ. Okay, ị chọrọ ịgụ akwụkwọ, ị ka chọrọ ịgụ akwụkwọ. You know, you say you have already finished going to schooling, but it's like you want to go more, you want to do more. So if you want to read more, it's not achọrọ m ịgụ akwụkwọ, it's aka m chọrọ ịgụ akwụkwọ or achọrọ m ịgụkwu akwụkwọ. That's how you write it. I want to read more. I want to do more, education. Princess, no. So you say achọrọ m ịgụkwu, okay, akwụkwọ. I want to read more. I want to go to school more. Achọrọ m ịgụkwu akwụkwọ. This is what you say. You want to read more because you have already finished one studies. You want to do more, studies. Achọrọ m ịgụkwu akwụkwọ. So if it does that capture what you mean, you want to read more. Maybe you want to do masters or other higher degrees. Does that capture what you mean? All right. Excellent. Excellent. No, princess. Princess ka maka ọrụ gị ọ na-agakwa ọfụma. Princess Ezenwa, ka maka ọrụ gị ọ na-agakwa ọfụma. This question is going to princess directly. That means I have addressed everybody that came in. So we go to conclude this our series today. Princess, ana m eche gị o, ka maka ọrụ gị ọ na-agakwa ọfụma. Waiting for princess response. Waiting for princess response. Waiting for princess response. Right. I'm waiting for princess response. Is she there? Princess, I was asking ka maka ọrụ gị ọ na-agakwa ọfụma. Okay, I hope you are not busy today. Maybe you are combining work with listening. Okay, that's a little bit late response. Maybe your network issue. Okay, we're going to conclude the series we are carrying on with for some time now. This is special words and little sentences with them. So we round up with them today. So our first word today is yield. Yield. What is it in Igbo? Yield. Okay, that is our first word for today. Yield. I hope I got the spelling. Yield. Okay, and we're looking at the verb part of it, the verb form of it. Yield. Okay, it's just like saying agreeing with somebody or conceding. Okay, conceding something or or agreeing with something or surrendering to something. So let's look at that. What does it mean in Igbo? Who can guess? Who can guess what this means in Igbo? Hmm. Any idea? Amaghị m. Sherima ngosi amaghị m. Gịnị ka Ken kwuru na princess? Yield. Okay. Amaghị m. One person say amaghị m. Ke maka princess. Ke maka Ken. Gịnị bụ yield? Amaghị m. Kwenye. Ken say kwenye. Wow. That's excellent for Ken. It can be kwenye or kwenyere. So both are correct. Okay. Kwenye or kwenyere. Wow. That's great for Ken. That's correct. Ken, that's correct. Okay. Okay. Now our sentence. He he wanted me to yield. He wanted me to yield. He wanted me to yield. That is the sentence. He wanted me to yield. Someone should translate this to Igbo for us. Let's go. He wanted me to yield. That is the sentence. Let's go there. Translate that to Igbo. He wanted me to yield. Give us the Igbo version right away. Princess. Princess is in. Okay. Cherry Mango is in. Ken is in. Okay. Ndewo. Big Nake, you're welcome to class. Ndewo. All right. So let's see. So Nake, what the sentence is, he wanted me to yield. We have determined the meaning of yield to be kwenye or kwenyere. And then we made our sentence, he wanted me to yield. And then we are translating that to Igbo. Others have done their own. I don't know whether you have a contribution to make towards this. He wanted me to yield. Okay. While we are waiting for Nake's response in that regard, Kaile ihe unu dere anya, Princess sịrị, ọ chọrọ m ikwenyere. Mm, Good effort. I think to yield is what you translated to be ikwenyere, to yield, judging by what you knew before. Ochoro, mkwe. Okay, that's why you said that. Okay, Nake say ochoro mkwenye. Why Sherry Mango said ochoro kam ikwenye. Oh, you are still going back to that to yield ikwenye. I get what you mean. Ken wrote ochoro kam kwenye. Nake wrote ochoro m ikwenye. The winner is still Ken. Ochoro kam kwenye. I know why most of you wrote ikwenyere, because you saw to yield. That is why. But he wanted me to do it. I think that phrase altered that ikwenyere. If we had used to yield as a separate thing that might stand on its own, if I say to yield is difficult, it will be ikwenyere siri ike. I know that's why most of you wrote to yield, ikwenyere. So if I say to yield is difficult, to yield, but let me first write the correct answer, which is what Ken wrote, ochoro, because of uniformity. Ochoro kam kwenye or kwenyere. So either of the two is okay. Ochoro kam kwenye or kam kwenyere, both are correct. So this is correct. He wanted me to do that. Okay. Because of the structure of the sentence, wanted me to do something. We don't use e in front as to do something. But if I say to yield is difficult, okay, to yield is difficult. If I use this form of sentence, that is where that ikwenyere will be most appropriate. Okay, it will be most appropriate to say ikwenyere or ikwenye, because I know that's why most of you are writing ikwenye, to yield. Ikwenye siri ike. Okay? Ikwenye siri ike. So if it is to yield is difficult, ikwenye siri ike. So if I use to yield to start or stand on his own, ikwenye will be very fine. Like Princess wrote, like Sherry Mango wrote, like Nnake also wrote, ikwenye, ikwenye, ikwenye. But he wanted me to do something. He wanted me to do this, to do that. That form of to in Igbo will not apply. So the raw verb will be used directly. Ochoro kameya. Okay. He wanted me to come. For example, he wanted me to come. Let's use that example. You will not say ochoro kam ibia. No. You will say ochoro kam bia. Okay. So anytime we use the phrase come, almost, that changing the form to in Igbo does not apply. The raw verb is brought in directly. Wanted me to come, come, kameya. Okay, let me do it. Let me do it. Kam kwenye, let me agree. Okay, so that is what I'm explaining here. I don't know whether you people got what I'm saying. He wanted me to do something. So when you use come, the verb form to does not apply there. I've given some examples to illustrate that. So you the difficult, ikwenye sirike, that is fine. But in this case, kam kwenye, kam do this, kam do that, kambia, ochoro kambia, you want me to come. Ochoro kambia, you won't say ochoro kam ibia. No. So that come, when it comes in, the verb retains its form. Do you think you understand what I have explained? If you do, just put A so that we can move on. If you get my explanation, can you say A? Can you put A in the chat? Right. Sherry Mango got it right. Who else got what I explained? Let me know in the chat that you got it clearly. Because we're moving to the next word. Who else understood what I said? Okay, Princess got it. Very well. Next word is yell. Yell. What is yell? Yes. Naki, are you still there? What is yell? Right, Ken, thank you. Okay, yell. That's fine. So what is yell? Princess wrote mpotu. Okay. Any other one? Any other one? Yell. What does it mean in Igbo? Let's go. I got one response. What are the rest saying? Yell. Remember, we are looking at the verb form of it. We are looking at the verb form. Okay. So, who else is okay? Nake is in. What did Ken say about this? Sherry Mango, what do you say? What is yell in Igbo? Okay, it's an action word. I'm looking at the verb part, the verb form. Okay, Ken, that's great. That's great. Okay. I'm still expecting Sherry Mango. Are you still there? Shoibi, are you still there in the class? Mother Shoibi. What is yell? Okay. So let me look at the answers already supplied. I don't know if Shoibi is still there or not. Sherry Mango, if you are there, let me have your answer. Is either you answer, you say, am I? Either of the two. Okay. Ọ dị mkpa ka m gaa. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I don't understand what you are saying. Should it be ọ dị mkpa ka m gaa? Are you saying you are going somewhere, you want to go somewhere, or there's a place that's important that you should go, or you're going somewhere important? I don't know. I need to go. Okay, I need to go. Okay. 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 You can also say, ọ dị mkpa ka m pụọ. I need to leave. So kam pụọ is more appropriate in this case. Kam ga is going somewhere, but pụọ is to leave. Ọ dị mkpa ka m pụọ. I think that is the most appropriate word to use. Fine. Thank you for coming to class for the period you participated. Kodi, Dewo, Mada Shuibi. So let's look at the things we have here. You guys use the noun form. Mpoto, mpu. You use the noun form. Okay, bye, Sheibi. Love you. Anyị hụrụ gị n'anya. Okay, that is our Yoruba Igbo lady. Doing fine. All right. Now we are talking about the verb form. Mkpọtụ is the noun form. Mkpu is also the same thing. They are the noun form. But I'm looking at the verb form now. So mkpọtụ on its own, or mkpu as a noun, is is noise. That is noise. Okay. It's also yell if it's a noun. Okay. But the act of making noise, the verb part, is what I'm looking at here. Yell at somebody. Okay. Yell at. Yell. The actual action, the verb. So that's what I'm looking at in this word. Okay. So who have any other opinion apart from what you have written? From what I've explained, do you have any other option apart from mkpotu or mpu? Actually, mpu is more appropriate for yell. From the result from Cain is more appropriate. Mpu, that loud noise. Okay. Timpu, better for Cain. Okay, better for Cain. That's a good attempt. So, but the perfect way it should be written is tiempu, tiempu, yeah, tiempu. That is the action, the act of shouting. Okay, is tiempu, tiempu. Okay, so that is the act. So it's not t, it's tie, tiempu. Okay. Um. Okay. The sentence now, if we understand what I've explained, I believe we understood me. So let's go to the sentence now. Okay. He he will yell at me. 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 The way hear what I said, he will yell at me. He will yell at me. Any attempt? Or is complicated? Hey, princess, good effort. Good effort from princess. Nice trier, nice trier. He will yell at me. Very great effort by princess. Yes, I want to see other people's attempts. He will yell at me. Let me see your contribution. Let me see how others attempt this. Princess has done a good job. I hope network is not affecting us. I hope network is not becoming a barrier. He will yell at me. Yes, waiting for you to come in. Where is Ken? Where is Big Nake? Mm-hmm. Let's go. He will yell at me. Yes. Any other answer coming in? Any other response coming in? Waiting. I got only one. What are the rest doing? What are the rest doing? Come in with your answer. He will yell at me. And if you don't know, say, am I him? Let's go on and then evaluate the one we've got. And I may check you, let's do something. Either you give your answer or you say, I don't know. Either of the two is accepted. Mime or supply your answer. Yes, waiting. Nake, where are you? Ken, where are you? Kebi no. Gini neme. What is happening? Abo gini neme. Abo gini neme. What is holding you guys? It could be network. Okay, let me go ahead and mark the script for Princess since others didn't come in. Princess, you did a very nice work. Okay, network. I guess as much. I guess as much. But you are still hearing me. You are still seeing me. Please confirm you are still seeing and hearing me. My own end is still working fine. I don't know whether it's from your own end that is the problem. Can you still see and hear me clearly? Network is fine from my end. Of course, it's also fine from my end here, surprisingly. So I don't know what is going on there. So, Ken, are you coming with an answer? Okay, so if not, I go and mark what Princess wrote. Princess, you almost got everything perfectly well. The only one tweaking I need to do is also very here for what remains is a very small thing. But you got Oga, a T, Oga T, but the only thing you have to add there is that you wrote Oga T kwa mmu, but Oga T kwa sim. That is the only thing that remains. You have to add I. Oga T kwa sim mmu. So you wrote Oge Tikwa, the SI is the only thing that remained. If you had put that there, then your result would have been excellent. Oge Tikwa Sim Mpu, you will yell at me. Oge Tikwa Sim Mpu. You know, Tikwasi is like putting something on something. Okay. If I say Dokwasi, I'm placing on something. Tikwasi, you're hearing the shout and everything is coming on me. So it's like putting it on me. Okay. Tokwasi is placed on something. So tikwasi is yell upon, yell at. Okay. And then it's coming to me. Tokwasim, tikwasim, mpu. So that is why I say Princess did a very good job there. Very nice work. Because I wanted to see if you people can maneuver the sentence and put it in proper perspective. And Princess did that, except for the little correction I have just done now. But it's an excellent work. So, Princess, we're done. Okay. Is that okay? The Princess, did you get what I explained? Did you get that? Is it clear? And Ken and Big Nake, am I clear on this? Waiting for your response. Wow. This network is dealing with some people, really. Right? It's dealing with some people, truly. Yes, I didn't get your response. Princess, do you get my explanation? Excellent. Princess, how about you? Ken has responded. Did you get my explanation? Fine. Okay, that's good. I don't know whether Naka is still there. I'm not here. I'm not getting the feedback from him. Okay. So let's go to the next word. This word look unpopular, but we have to deal with it. It look unpopular, but we gotta deal with it. This is the word. Oh, it's telling me network is poor. Okay. Okay. Ken is the one that said network is poor. Yeah, but it seemed to be fine from my end. It seemed to be fine from my end. I don't know what's the problem over there. So we have our next word, yarn, yarn, yarn. So what is this? Let's go. What does this mean? Yawn. This when one is tired. What we always do when we are very exhausted, when we are tired. So what did Princess wrote? Buo? Is it Buo that you wrote, Princess? So I said the one we normally do when we are very tired, open our mouth and let air go out. Yeah. That is what I mean. Okay. Can say am I Princess, what do you say? You wrote Buo. Buo is kilo. Buo is kilo, Princess. Nake, are you still in the class? If you are there, let's know you are still there. Nake, big Nake. Okay. In absence of Nake's response, I deal with Ken and Princess. Okay. The verb form of this one is cha on. This is actually what yawn is in Igbo language. Cha on. On is mouth. Okay. Cha on. Open the mouth to let out air in tiredness. Cha on. Okay. Do you get that? Is it clear? Okay. So if you are clear with that, take note if you are writing. Let's go to the sentence. Okay. He yawned often. He yawns, not yawned. He yawns often. He yawns often. He yawns often. He yawns often. I hope I'm clear in my sentence. He yawns often. So the form of this word will change a little bit because we are using present continuous. He yawns often. That is present continuous. So if you have been in our classes, you should be able to know how to convert a simple present verb to present continuous. This is a test for that. Let's see who can do that. He yawns often. The verb will change to present continuous form. Okay. Let's see how we do. Yeah. Uhere is also part of it. Okay. Uhere is also the noun form of it is also is accepted also. Some will even call it is GH, some will use uhere is also accepted. Okay, but the act of yawning, uhere is also accepted as this is the verb. This is the noun is also uhere is also accepted as a noun form of it. Uhere on. Okay. Uhere on, but that is the noun. Uhere on. Okay, but act of yawning is a chaono or uhere. Okay. So uhere is not wrong. Uh, uhere is not wrong at all. Some will call it uhere, but it's uhere, not uhere. Okay. So on the we are looking at the sentence now. He yawns often. He yawns often. So if you choose to use uhere, is also fine. Okay, but the verb is what we're looking at. But uhere is a noun. So Princess wrote, "Ọ na-eghecha ọnụ oge niile." Wow, good effort here. Good effort here. Now, Ken, use uhere to make your own sentence. a similar sentence. Use uhere to do it. Okay? I'm waiting for Ken to use uhere to do his own sentence. The same sentence, but use uhere. Remember, uhere is a noun. So if you want to make that use uhere as a verb, you don't write uhere. You say ye uhere. That is what it will be. Ye uhere or ye uhere. That is what it will be, the verb part of it, the act of yawning, if you want to use uhere. So you can see that ye is also here, ye cha or ye. So Ken, can you use that for your own sentence now? Let's see how it goes. Are you there, Ken? I think your network is very bad, truly. Okay, let me look at what Princess wrote. Ọ na-eghecha ọnụ mgbe niile. That's excellent. Ọ na-eghecha. No, Princess, it's not excellent to use a. Use a. Use a at the back of eghecha. It's not a. You know, when you look at yecha, the first vowel, e, is a heavy vowel. So we always look at the first vowel in the verb. The first vowel is heavy vowel a. So at the back of it is a that you put. It's not a. It's not ona yecha. No, on yecha. So it's going to be a yecha. I'm talking to Princess now. That form of conversion of that verb is a yecha. And then you remove the last a at the back. I've told you in my teaching that when it is two vowels that ends the primary verb, you drop the last one. So it will be eyecha. You don't put double a again at the back. It's not ayecha ono. No. On eyecha ono. So the way I put it is where it should be eyecha ono. Are you following me, Princess? Please confirm if you understand what I explained. So let me go and look at Ken own. Ọ na-aghe ughere ọnụ mgbe niile. Okay. When you are using ughere, we don't even put ọnụ again. And then the form of changing ughere to verb, you don't know it before. I think those who attended my private class know this one very well. You have to put e in front of the parent verb if the verb contains heavy vowel, or a if it's light vowel. So in that regard, your array should not be ye again. It should be a ye. It will be ona, a ye, uere. Okay? Don't need to put on again. Mgbe niile. This is for Ken. Ọ na-eghe ughere mgbe niile. So the ye will not just be ye. If you want to convert to present continuous, you add the heavy vowel in front, either a or a. In this case, a, because the parent verb contains heavy vowel as first vowel there, which is ye. The e after gh is a heavy vowel. So you put e at the back. If it is a that is there, use a in front. So this is what it should be for Ken. Ọ na-eghe ughere mgbe niile. Please, guys, confirm if you understood what I explained. Confirm if you understand what I explained. I need their confirmation. The peers network is not favorable to some people. If you get what I explained, put A. Let me see. Let me get your response. All right. How about Ken? Ken, are you with me? Did you get what I explained? Very well. Excellent. All right. Let's go to the next word. We are driving home to Z because this is the concluding part of this series. So what we have here is something that is not common. We are treating uncommon words. Zigzag, zigzag. Who has an idea of what this is called in Igbo language? Zigzag, zigzag. What is it in Igbo? Yeah. Any idea? Any idea of the word, the meaning of the word zigzag in Igbo? Princess Amaim, Ken, what do you say to this? What is zigzag in Igbo? Yes. Gịnị bụ zigzag n'asụsụ Igbo? Yes, Ken, what do you say to this? Ana m eche gị. Gịnị bụ zigzag n'asụsụ? Okay, Ken also say Amaim. Wonderful. All right. And I'm not sure Naka is saying in the class. I'm not getting his response. All right. So zigzag, Ebo. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Bago, bago. Bago, bago. Hmm? You know, bago is something bending like this. Or bagora bago. You know, it bend like this, it bend like that. So zigzag is bago, bago. Hmm? That is zigzag. That is zigzag. Okay. Um, let's make our sentence now. Let's make our sentence. The line is zigzag. The line is zigzag. What I say line is this. Whether you draw a line on something, maybe the line that is drawn. You can also use the road. The road is zigzag, but I'm using the line is zigzag. Yes, let's go. The line is zigzag. Mm-hmm. Give it a try. The line is zigzag. Let's give it a try. Let's shoot it. Yes. Any attempt? Any attempt at this? Ụzọ ahụ gbagọrọ agbagọ. Wow. Great effort from Princess. Okay. Ọ gbagọrọ agbagọ. Mhm. That's good effort. Okay. Ụzọ ahụ gbagọrọ agbagọ. Good effort from Princess. Ben, Ken, how do you say to this? Ụzọ ahụ gbagọrọ agbagọ. The same thing. The same thing. Now, what you both has written is that the road, okay, you use uzo as like in road here. I accept that. So you are not using line. Okay, if it is line, it will be akara. I just want to make sure you know that. If it's a line, line is akara, like this. That is line. Okay, it could be is that is a line, it's akara. As a line you draw in a book or anywhere. Okay. But what you use is road, which is also accepted. Let me use I leave that. If I leave what you wrote, ụzọ ahụ gbagọrọ agbagọ, you only say the road is bending, windy, or is bent. Okay. But zigzag has to contain these two words. Okay. almost at the same position to make it zigzag. So we will use we will use it this way. Ụzọ ahụ dị. Okay. My dish will have dot under it. My system is not picking it when I'm on live. I don't know why. So it will be bago bago. Ụzọ ahụ dị bago bago. If you say ụzọ ahụ bagoro bago, it will look as if you are saying the road bent, because bago is to bend. Or bagoro bago, the road is bent. But if it had to be zigzag, it had to be bago bago. That two words has to come together, okay, and show that it's bending many times, okay, not one bend. So, or the bago bago, bending so many times, bending, and that is zigzag, going this way, that way, this way, that way. So it's not just no bagora bago. Bagora bago is that it's bent. If I say here bagora bago, this thing is bent. It could be one bend, it could be two, but not actually in a zigzag form. So if I say olum bagora bago, my neck is bent, that is okay. If I say akam bagora bago, my hand is bent. But if I want to say zigzag, I will say akam de bago bago. That is the difference between the two. Bent and zigzag. Bagoro, abago is bent. The bago bago is zigzag. I don't know if I've made any points. I don't know whether you got me right or wrong. Do you think you get what I explained? Does it make any sense? Do you think you get what I explained? Please indicate before we go to Z. Do you get what I explained? Ịghọtara ihe m kọwara? Ịghọtara ihe m kọwara? Did you get what I explained? A from Ken about princess. Excellent. Okay, let's go. Let's drive to Z. And what we have here is zeal. 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 What is it in Igbo? Zeal. This is the concluding part and the last for today and for this series. Zeal. What is zeal? Yes. Let's go. Mayim from princess. What did Ken say? Ken, Mime, okay. Ken and princess, both of you don't know it. Okay, zeal is a noun here. So I don't even use that word in English. Oh, you don't use it in English? That's a popular word now. So what do you use for the as a synonym to zeal? Is it passion? What do you use? Do you use passion? Princess, what do you use in place of zeal if you want to say you have a kind of a driving force towards something? What do you use instead of zeal? Because you say you don't use that word in English. What do you use in place of that? because zeal means a serious drive towards something. What do you use, princess? Waiting for your answer. Waiting for your answer. Why I supply the meaning of zeal. Ọnụnụ ọkụ obi. Ọnụnụ ọkụ obi. Mmasị is just interest, Ken. Mmasị is just interest or like. But zeal is ọnụnụ ọkụ obi. Ọnụnụ ọkụ obi. Ọnụnụ ọkụ obi, like the heart is burning with a passion for something. It's a burning of the heart. So ọnụnụ ọkụ has to do with burning ambition, burning desire. So it's ọnụnụ ọkụ obi. Mmasị is just a like or interest. Do you get that? Is that okay for everybody? And the sentence now. I have zeal to learn Igbo language. I have zeal. Okay, let me say I have zeal for Igbo language. I have zeal for Igbo language. I have zeal for Igbo language. That is the sentence. So let's go with that. I have zeal for Igbo language. Let's go. Let's go there. Princess, you miss out something from that your zeal. Look at the sentence again. You miss out something from the zeal. Your zeal is not complete in your sentence. There's something you dropped. Okay? Yeah, that's fine. You have corrected it. That's fine. So what did Ken say about this? I have zeal for Igbo language. Yes. Zeal is almost the same thing as passion. Passionate about it. Yeah, Ken, what do you say? I have zeal for Igbo language. What do you say in Igbo? How do you write it? Waiting for, okay, Ken is in. Enwere m ọnụnụ ọkụ obi ma asụsụ Igbo. Your sentence is not complete. It should be for is maka. So Princess got it perfectly well. Princess got it perfectly well. Enwere m ọnụnụ ọkụ obi. You can also say ọnụnụ ọkụ nke obi sometimes. Some will say enwere m ọnụnụ ọkụ n'obi. So all are correct. You can say enwere m ọnụnụ ọkụ n'obi maka asụsụ Igbo. So that is also correct. Okay. Right. Enwere m ọnụnụ ọkụ obi ma, not ma, but maka, for. Enwere m ọnụnụ ọkụ n'obi maka asụsụ Igbo. So you can say ọnụnụ ọkụ obi, ọnụnụ ọkụ n'obi. Okay. Burning desire at heart, in my heart. N'obi. Right. So Princess, well done, thumbs up. You performed very well today, you and Ken. And we've been able to drive the class to a close, and we will also